Morning, welcome to Something Saturday. Let me just make sure that's not too dark, not too light, hopefully just right. Okay, so I happened to be scrolling around on Facebook the other day, as you do, and I came across this envelope, which I thought was really cool because it's kind of like an origami envelope, just made out of a single piece of designer series paper. You can make it this size, which just about fits a normal size card in it. If you make your card marginally slimmer, so like if you do it 4 inches, then it definitely fits. So potentially you might want to take a piece of, what am I talking about? 12 by 12 cardstock, and you could cut it like that and get 3 cards out of it, which then measure your 4 inches across, so 8 inches that way and then 6 inches that way, and then this one obviously is your 4 inches by 12 inches, which is folded in half. Hopefully that made an awful lot of sense. Not so anyway, yes, you can create these envelopes. So let's have a go at it, shall we? I thought that I would use, for the large one, I'm going to use this piece here, which I have got from Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper. It's a very pretty paper. Not entirely my cup of tea, but I have used it a little bit. And then the other one, which is totally my cup of tea, as they say, is Full of Life Designer Series paper. And this is absolutely gorgeous. I love this paper, but I thought we'll make a small one, and a gift voucher fits into the small one really nicely. So bonus. All right. Ooh, what am I going to have? This the outside? What am I going to have? The inside? I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead, you know. All right. So start off by folding it in half diagonally, and you will want a bone scorer. Oh, look at that, I've got one of those out. Actually, I got that out in lieu of a gift card, and then discovered that it's a little bit longer than a gift card and it didn't fit. Of course. So then you want to take this one and you want to fold it up. So if you want it to be exact, excuse the fact this is used paper, then you probably want to actually just I was doing this with my glass mat, which is perfect for it, but my glass mat reflects something chronic into the video, so I'm actually not going to bother with it at all. I know that I can hopefully get approximately a straight line. So we are just going to assume that this is a straight line when I folded it. Good assumption. And if we then go ahead and fold it. So, okay, I didn't actually explain that, did I? Okay, so you folded it in half, then you open it up and you fold one side down to this part here. Then you take it and you're going to see this section in here. You want to fold that down onto itself. So that way you end up with it like that. So then you've got, hopefully you can see this. Let's just make sure that it's, oopsies, focusing. There we go. All right, so you've pretty much got it coming down, up, okay? And then these bits here then tuck in. Now, I did work out that if I tuck them in a little bit further, it does make the envelope a little bit wider. So we might do that. So I'm going to tuck them in so that they have a little bit of a gap. The original one I did didn't have a gap. It was literally just right on the corner. Not sure whether a little bit of a gap is probably the best way of describing it, but it's my way of describing it. So if I then do that and aim for a similar amount of paper, cardstock, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully now this is a little wider. So the next thing to do is to actually tuck this piece behind here, and it tucks in behind there, and creates the inside of your envelope. And then this, let's try this card back into it. Oh, look at that, it works now. So there you go. Obviously it is possible to create it and have it as a base, as an envelope card, a card for your envelope. Wow, go Heather. An envelope card. And there you have it. You can create a designer series paper envelope that is kind of upside down-ish. Never mind. But because potentially you would then put something onto the front there to address it. See, you could address it being creatable with Heather. Should you wish to. Okay, so that is how, oh, and if you actually want it to stay together, then you might just want to put a glue dot or a bit of glue onto there and attach it down there so that it remains an envelope. You will find it's a little bit interesting that you end up with this sort of extra bit at the bottom. So don't really know, there's not really a way of getting rid of that because of the folds in it. But it's kind of cool to be able to create an envelope like that easily and know that that is now your card, and potentially you might have created a card using similar paper, so then you could, you know, marry it all up and make it look special. So there you go, one down. I will now show you how to create the little fiddly one because it's so cute, and I want to show you that it fits that in it, but it doesn't. So I'm just going to use my bank card, and look at that, it fits. Who would have known? Probably me. All right, so again, what do I want on the outside of this one? No, we'll stick to it. So again, fold it in half first off. Then this piece comes up to the middle. And in fact, I could probably do this with this one now. Let's see. So you want to have your 2 points on the line and this, and just make sure that this is going to be straight on the bottom. So that's what I was talking about when I was saying, you know, you can measure it up if you want to. Obviously, once you've measured that part up, this part doesn't actually have to be measured because it is going to be straight regardless. So there we go. We can put that in, and then you flap this piece forwards and you fold this piece over so that it's in line with that flap there. And you probably want to just check that the envelope is the right size for what you're putting into it. And same thing on this side. I guess if you wanted to, you could actually glue it down. And in fact, they kind of do tuck in together. And this little piece just flaps in like that. And then shove your gift card in. And you could probably even just use your gift card to create your line there. And if you wanted to, of course, you could always flap that end back up, as I did with the original big one that I made, just to show it as a little bit different. But that is it. Actually, that's quite cool having that. So there you go. There is a way of creating a little gift card holder, or a card holder. Gift card, you know what I mean. And that is pretty much it. And I probably shouldn't have had my gift card, my bank card that way up. Wowzers. Oh, Heather. Okay. And that's it, folks. I don't know what else to say. Come and join me next week. Thanks for joining me. Okay, bye. Oh, don't forget to check out my blog.